Frank loved yo-yos. He had a whole drawer full of them, but none were as special as his new Whizmaster 5000. It was shiny blue and silver. It had flashing lights. Frank couldn't wait to try it out. "This is the one," Frank told his dog Sparky. "This is the yo-yo that will make me a champion." Sparky barked and wagged his tail. He liked the flashing lights too. Frank dreamed of winning the big yo-yo contest. He practiced every day after school. He even practiced before breakfast. He wanted to be the best yo-yo player in town. Frank had a book of yo-yo tricks. He wanted to learn them all. His favorite trick was walking the dog. The yo-yo walked along the ground like a real dog. "Look, Sparky, I'm walking the dog," Frank shouted. Sparky barked happily. He wished he could play too. Frank also practiced rock the baby. He rocked the yo-yo back and forth. It looked like a tiny baby in a cradle. "This is going to be amazing," he thought. Frank's best friends Judy and Paisley cheered him on. "You're going to be great, Frank," said Judy. "Just don't get dizzy from all that spinning," added Paisley with a giggle. The day of the contest arrived. Frank was so excited. He put on his Lucky Yo-Yo t-shirt. It had a giant yo-yo on it. He grabbed his Whizmaster 5000 and raced out the door. The contest was at Froyo World. It was the coolest place in town. It had a giant indoor playground and, of course, mountains of frozen yogurt. The place was packed with kids and their families. Colorful balloons and streamers decorated the stage. Frank felt a little nervous, but mostly excited. He was ready to show everyone what he could do. Frank joined the other kids signing up. He saw his friend Judy in line. She gave him a thumbs up. "Good luck, Frank," she called out. Then Frank saw him. Ricky Ricasa. Ricky was a famous yo-yo player. He was on TV. He even had his own line of yo-yos. Frank's jaw dropped. Ricky Ricasa was here? This was going to be tougher than he thought. Section 5, the competition begins. One by one, the kids showed off their yo-yo skills. There were kids doing amazing tricks. One boy even made his yo-yo look like a flying saucer. Finally, it was Frank's turn. He took a deep breath. He could do this. He started with walking the dog. The Whizmaster 5000 glowed and flashed. The crowd cheered. Frank smiled. He felt like a real yo-yo master. He was ready for his next trick. Rock the Baby was next. Section 6, the Waffle Catastrophe. Frank started to swing the yo-yo back and forth. It was going perfectly. He was rocking the baby like a pro. Then disaster struck. Frank's elbow bumped into someone. It was Paisley. She had a plate of waffles. The waffles flew into the air. The yo-yo went flying too. "Oh no," Frank cried. The crowd gasped. This was a disaster. Section 7, friends to the rescue. The waffles landed on the stage with a splat. The Whizmaster 5000 bounced and rolled off the stage. It landed right at Ricky Ricasa's feet. Ricky picked up the yo-yo. He smiled at Frank. "Don't worry," he said. He winked. Then Ricky did something amazing. Ricky used his own yo-yo to toss a waffle into the air. Then he caught the falling Whizmaster 5000. He started doing tricks with both yo-yos. The crowd went wild. Section 8, the final showdown. Ricky finished his amazing performance. He tossed the Whizmaster 5000 back to Frank. "Your turn," Ricky said with a smile. Frank couldn't believe it. Ricky Ricasa just saved his performance, and he even got to perform with him. Frank took the yo-yo. He felt a surge of confidence. He finished Rock the Baby with a flourish. The crowd roared. In the end, it came down to Frank and Ricky Ricasa. They both performed their best tricks. It was a close call. The judges had a tough decision. Section 9, a surprising outcome. The announcer took the microphone. He announced the winner. And the winner is Ricky Ricasa. Ricky won. Frank was a little disappointed, but he had to admit Ricky was really good. He congratulated Ricky with a handshake. Then the announcer surprised everyone. And a special award for sportsmanship goes to Frank. Frank had won second place and a special award. Section 10, the real prize. Frank was thrilled. He learned that winning wasn't everything. It was more important to have fun, be a good sport, and never give up. Plus, he got to meet his hero, Ricky Ricasa. As Frank, Judy, and Paisley celebrated with frozen yogurt, Frank realized something even better than winning. "You know what?" he said, licking his waffle topping covered yogurt. "I think I just had the best yo-yo adventure ever." And Sparky, who had watched the entire spectacle with his tail wagging, barked in happy agreement. See you next time. Love you all.